Okay, it's now or never. Just gonna scoot this over. It really doesn't want to cooperate with me today. But yeah. I'll just let everybody kind of matriculate in while I go onto my socials and make sure that everybody knows. Just gonna drink that for it. Oh, hey there, that was fast. Welcome to the stream. I'm just getting things set up. And that, of course, means posting everything everywhere all at once. Just gonna share here, and I think that should be all of it. Yes, that's all of it. So that's public, that's public, that's public. Just gonna check my blog. Okay, yeah, that's totally fine. This should be fine too. Just Instagram is always weird. It takes forever. And I don't know why. But yeah. I think that's should be all the preparation work I need to do. Everything else should be just fine. Sorry for chiming in so late. I was trying to get things set up for the stream, and I thought everything was prepared, but apparently it wasn't prepared. And now I'm having trouble finding a tab I was looking for. Ah, here it is. So yeah. Train Tuesday, which means we get to look at cursed trains. And the original plan, of course, was to go and eventually be able to collaborate with other YouTubers in the future. And shoot, where is it? Ah, here it is. But yeah, the original plan was to go and collaborate with other YouTubers, and I was always hearing that train of thoughts for the last few weeks or so, minus last week, had shown a lot of interest in collaborating with other YouTubers, and I was like, hey, you cool with that? And he's like, yeah, I'm not in the mood to collaborate with other people outside of my immediate friend circle. And I'm like, that's understandable. I just wish that in hindsight, I would have been able to, I don't know, make a better case or something. But yeah, I finally got the chance to go and ask him anyway, which of course feels great. But unfortunately, he was not interested. So yeah, onto the cursed trains. So yeah, this is where we left off, and this is where we're heading, writing in style apparently. I can see. Actually, hold up. I should probably make sure that everything is visible here. Yeah, everything's visible. I reset it correctly. And we can get rid of that stupid ad. But yeah, I've seen my fair share of inspection vehicles. It's not very often you see something like this. Oh! Oh, I only saw a portion of this image, and now that I look at it, I just wonder how on earth this happened. Just who did this. Whoever it is probably just booked it because, like, doors open right here in the safety cab. Maybe I'm just speculating. But yeah, Jackalis has posted the following, which I think this actually comes from a video now that I think about it. It's the helicopter Amtrak, and I think I have it in my history now that I think about it, because I just saw it the other day. Let me go whip it up in a separate tab. Ooh, yeah, that looks interesting. Gonna have to save that for later. Bunch of other distractions, subscriptions. Just gonna, curses. I should be able to see, here's history. It just doesn't show up quite as conspicuously. Here it is. Copy link address. Should be able to paste it right here. And we can go into theater mode.
Next time you're
full screen theater mode. Okay, that's better. Just gonna scoot this over for me a bit.
Planning to fly somewhere? Consider going with a carrier who has spent the last 7.5 years rebuilding its entire fleet. A fleet that now offers you some of the newest, most technologically advanced equipment in the world. Not surprisingly, it's also among the most comfortable. Next time, see what a thrill it is to fly on a train.
Oh no, I don't remember this part! I don't... What on earth? I just don't... I completely forgot about that part. Where it just crashes. And we got ourselves... whatever this is. We got ourselves a diesel locomotive from a British train set carrying freight for some reason. And steam outline diesels! Or maybe this is gas mechanical. Ooh, yeah, that sounds good. Always nice to have fun with a weekend outing to somewhere special. Let's see what Yield Sea Witch is up to. Oh. Oh. Ooh, that's also good too. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to post. But yeah, here it is. Completely cursed in every sense of the word. Ooh, train in a turntable. Well, you know what that means.
You know what that means? Fish.
I really need to adjust that so it just says fish and nothing else. But it's time to spin the wheel. And survey says add a stream tag of viewer's choice. Okay, what stream tag do you want to add to the stream? Anything silly or goofy or dumb that anybody's thinking of at the moment? Anyone? Anyone? Come on, there must be somebody who wants to add a dumb tag. Maybe I'll have to go to a random word generator at this rate because nobody's giving me any feedback. I'll just refresh the page just to be sure. Yep, no biters. Sometimes wonder why I have this option on the Wheel of Punishment. Random word generator. Number of words 1. Type all, first letter, last letter, syllables, letters. Generate random word. Oh, conflict. That I don't want to get demonetized. Program. Sure, why not? So now we've got a loose tag that's completely unrelated, that it can completely derail everything. It's just the word program, and that is it. Unless anybody else has any suggestions, in which case, I'll just be moving on then. Just gonna make a few more adjustments. Okay. So I don't mind if this comes back up again, so we'll just keep that showing. So yeah, train in a train, locomotive in a turntable well. Oh, I think I remember this post from, Kolch's, yes. I can't remember where this is from, but I know I've seen this before. Let's see what this is. Oh! Crazy train indeed. Oh no, it's got Gatling guns in the front. It's got anti-aircraft guns. It's got... Oh, and for some reason it's inverted, because I can see the letters are backwards here. Osaka 400 series. I might be able to go check to double... I might be able to look to double check, yes. Let me take a quick pit stop over here, Google Images. Oh yeah, I forgot, the latest version of this looks kind of goofy. I think it used to look a little bit more boxy and less clunky. Kind of like this. This is the old one, this is the new one, just in different colors. So yeah, I'm sort of familiar with it, at least in terms of visual cues, but not much else. We went on the train to Greater Anglia, found on a ticket office locker. Ooh. Where do I begin with this? Someone needs to scratch that off. Captain says, can anyone even imagine a garret this big? I mean, it looks so cursed for me. First time I saw it, I was like, holy moly, why is it so big? I don't know, let's take a closer look. Just gotta zoom out a bit. Because the way that this is angled, it's just... There must be a better angle that does this locomotive justice, because I know it's big, but it's not the biggest in terms of garrets. Okay. That's understandable. The stream will be here as a VOD. I remember someone photoshopping this. Oh, the more I look at this, the more cursed it gets. Oh, that sounds great, actually. Yippee! Or should I put it the other way? But yeah, everything about this is wrong. It's got the Denver Rio Grande, orange, red, orange, black, hazard, angles here. It's got the Union Pacific bit here. It's a Southern Pacific locomotive, but it's got a Union Pacific logo. There's a pig in here for some reason. And, of course, the conspicuous, Brio-looking train over here. I wish you well, too. But yeah, I remember seeing this exact locomotive, this little wooden train in a previous image, but this is new. This one's a new one, to me at least. There is track under there somewhere from the Pensandala Bronca .blogspot.com. Off in the country of Argentina. I think this image should be a little bit bigger. But yeah, this train just looks like a truck for some reason because it doesn't look like there's a clear path for it to go through. Steamman 60K103 says, steam locomotive with a doghouse to protect the brakeman from the elements. Not the most cursed thing I've seen. Like, they have these kind of dog boxes on a variety of steam locomotive tenders. And they also have quite a few of them on actual coaches over in Europe, at least for the stuff from the late 19th, early 20th century. Oh, Steam Man's at it again. I think this is another train in a turntable well, or locomotive in a turntable well. No, wait, that's just a train that's plunging into the water. Doesn't count necessarily as trains in water, like running through it. Oh, here's the other angle. That's better. But yeah, that train is taking a drink if I've ever seen it. Does it count as trains in water? Although it's technically the truth, it's not what I normally associate with trains in water when it comes to spinning the wheel of punishment. Or torture, I should say. Okay, that's better. Oh well, I guess I'll spin anyway. Round and round the wheel she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. That's a bit disappointing. I've got my elf privileges revoked. So I guess I'll just have to go back out over here and make some adjustments. I forgot to mention today some of the things that I was up to, which kind of slowed things down. Props again. I wonder if I should just add them to the models at this point, because I've had to click and drag so much. But yeah, there's that. Should be able to just bounce back here. Okay. Just gonna hide that choice so it doesn't happen again. Yield Seawitch. Let's see what she got posted. Micro tender and wagon wheels. Also, if the term product placement was a train. Ooh. 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 This goofy looking Lego train right here. If I've ever seen one. Because this is the first thing that comes to mind when I think of building a train for a Lego set. With the goofy pilot wheels. Okay, driving wheels. Hidden pistons, so I don't have to have the running gear clearly visible. And then the powered tender in the back. That's the first thing I think of when I see this. And for some reason, the cab's really small. And the headlamp and the smokestack are really huge. Like, this one's really tall, this one's really big. I don't know. Is it a funny funnel? I feel like my criteria for what counts as a funny funnel has dramatically decreased. Ooh, a whole Maersk train. Is this Photoshop or is this for real? Gonna have to go find out. Oh yeah, Memories of Cajon Pass Part 2 over on trainweb.org. So yeah, entire Maersk trains are in fact a thing. And we have quite a few of them here. So yeah, I remember a Lionel train set that was just all Maersk. Let's see what the remarks are. On August 13th, 1930, the Santa Fe Railway operated a special train on Cajon Pass for the filming of a promotional film for one of their large shipping container customers, A.P. Miller, Maersk A/S. The Santa Fe even had one of their new GP30Ms painted in a variation of the railway's new Superfleet paint scheme for the film, changing the standard war bonnet red to Maersk blue, and placed a large Maersk on the hood as well. Atchison, Topeka, Santa Fe 146 pulled a solid train of Maersk whale cars filled with Maersk containers all day, with 144 on the rear. The special is seen descending Cajon Pass as it passes under Interstate 15 around the curves at Steins Hill in the afternoon. Ooh, and we got a little map here to tell us where it is. Interesting. And then we can go to layers in 3D. Yeah, that's nice. That's very nice. Thank you, Internet. You have made me slightly smarter. I now have one more synapse to rub together between all the others. Are you doing it right? It depends on what you're trying to do. Like, it's the late 20th century Lionel locomotive with a larger tender than it needs. And there's some earbuds. Like, what am I supposed to interpret from this? I think it's just the locomotive itself is cursed. Let's see. Copy link. I should be able to hop over to the conversation over here. We need an explanation on what's going on. I was trying to connect the audio to my headset to hear the chuffing sound. Were you able to successfully, or is there a jack for it? I think there's some in the back. Ooh, lovely. I wish Bachman Thomas and gang had one somewhere. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. That I was not anticipating there being an aux cord in the back. Easy does it. The easy does it. I don't know how you mess up that badly. Like, they could have just taken on more water and then had more stability and a lower center of gravity, but I guess not. I guess they couldn't be bothered. But that is one heavy train or locomotive if I've ever seen one. This is just a cursed thumbnail. Nothing to see here. With the soy jacks. And of course the PNG that got converted to a JPEG. Sonic hackers posted the following. Somewhere in Romania, I believe. Oh! I wasn't expecting that to derail. I've seen stuff like this before in Eastern Europe, but I've never seen it go off the tracks like that. And this one is super tiny, so we're gonna have to take a closer look here. That's totally normal. Nothing to see here. Ooh, and here's that image from that YouTube video from a while back. Also from that video from a while back. But this one's new. This one's totally new. Boggles the mind how it would have jumped the tracks. It's got 6 wheels and 3 axles. How do you do that? Maybe they were going too fast on the turn. Maybe I'll never know. The Soviet corn train. The translated text says corn full speed. Oh. Talk about corny jokes. Just where do I start? And there's cows back here and a bunch of other stuff. All sorts of cursed. This one, I think we've seen this one before. I was thinking of maybe posting it if I hadn't already. Suffering Pacific. Got some extra ones here. Classic repost. Oh wait, I looked it up. Someone posted this thing. Yes, they did. And they said it was identifying as the T block from Tetris. Another classic repost. Ooh. Observation car built in 1906. I think that's more than just an observation car. That's like a full-blown double cupola style drover caboose, if I've ever seen one. And we've seen our fair share of these in the past, right? So I've become kind of used to it. Oh yeah, unintended 1906 dome car. Totally true. Totally true. But I think what really takes the cake for this is the fact that all the windows are in the middle. Like, why are they all in the middle? That does not serve any purpose. Why couldn't you spread them out more evenly? Unless that was supposed to give the carpenters a nightmare. Oh, the Alaska Railroad's Aurora. I have no clue when it was built or when it was cut up. This photo shows the number 1050 and its trailing car number 32 back in 1952. I think we saw this. I was looking at stuff in previous streams to submit in the past, and I think this came up at one point. Ooh, and this is the that weird goofy Guinness locomotive, I think. Unfortunately now it's just a display in a museum somewhere. Good Pattern says, that's not cursed, that's the Guinness Brewery number 3. Fascinating locomotive. Do you think it could run on Guinness instead of water? No, I don't think the alcohol content would be high enough. Here's another little goofy train set right there. I'm not sure where it is, but I feel like it's in Central Europe. For one reason or another. The Flying Man instead of Flying Scotsman. Another, I think, presumably classic repost? Yes, comically big coupler. Comically big coupler. Got ourselves from Sunny an electric locomotive. Oh, and the weird part, it's got 2 scissor pantographs. One tiny one here and another one over here. I don't understand. They couldn't be bothered to take the other one off? But yes, welcome back, Cable Car. Welcome back to the stream. And I'm trying to figure out what the wheel configuration is, because I have a strange feeling the only powered wheels are in the center for this whole dough configuration. So it would be a 4 plus dough plus 4 electric locomotive, unless it's something else. I'm not entirely sure what the exact notation would be. Oh. Oh yeah, that is a weird paint scheme. I feel like it's not supposed to be this color. But it's a paint livery that's I'll need to dig deeper into. Assuming it's not Photoshop. Which we'll be able to quickly verify. Oh yeah, it was actually, let's see, Wikipedia list of LMS locomotives as of the 31st of December 1940 something. Great Central Railway.co.uk. If it'll load for me. Let's see. Meet Papa and Katsuna. Tickets for events. Okay, so this is probably what it's supposed to look like. It doesn't have LMS on it. Yeah, that's probably what makes it cursed. But then again, no. Trying to see, yeah, it looks like there's, yeah, it's definitely not supposed to be like this, I imagine, but it's this anyway. And if it was a forgery, I'm pretty sure they put in quite a lot of effort. But yeah, now I see why. Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. Let's see. Some train thing posted the following. The Gaping Maw. Got 2 more Alaska Railroad images. The picture on the left is the 801 in Fairbanks Yard after being involved in an accident where it rear-ended a work train while leaving the Nanena Yard in 1950. Thankfully, no one's hurt, but the engine was a total loss. Picture on the right is the 801 in the Fairbanks Yard in 1949. So, before, after. Oh, they ripped the pilot wheels clean off. By Albert Bailey. Thanks, Albert Bailey. So this is what it's supposed to look like. And I'm astonished at what happened to the funnel, because it's completely unrecognizable. Why does this remind me of that reaction face from the internet memes? I can't remember which one it is. I'll have to go look it up. But that's the vibe I get from this. Either that or he's trying to cool off his spoonful of soup. That's what makes this funny. Oh. Look how they massacred my boy. They tore down the building, and this is all that's left. Oh boy. I hate when this happens. Union Pacific bus! Ding ding ding. We've had our fair share of Santa Fe buses, RVs, and that sort of thing, but now get ready for the Union Pacific. Yeah, definitely. And here's a boiler to a locomotive in the underframe, just kind of hanging out in a yard somewhere. There's some text down in the bottom right saying 1945, but it doesn't really give many elucidating details because it is so garbled up and deep fried from compression. Now I don't know how you do this. They got presumably grain everywhere or something. I don't know. But everybody's over here like, there's your problem. And this thing is completely turned over. Talk about a scale issue. Hornby Model Railways. So this is a short video. Can you guess where this logo is from? Hashtag train, hashtag railway. And this was posted by Hornby Model Trains. And yeah, I think I've seen locomotives like this before. We were going to put it in my Cursed Critters collection, I think. But it's already been posted before in the past in much groovier colors. Oh no, not this. Not this again. This weird, goofy Dreyfus Hudson looking. And then there's whatever this is, which has been turned into a monument, of all things. And the smoke box door is open, but this 080 is just... I don't have any words to describe this. Like, everything about this train, except for the fact that it's been stretched out, is completely normal. As far as I can tell. I just don't know why they did that. Why did they do that? It makes it so much harder to navigate turns. And it's outside frame too, with concentric weights. Oh man, that makes it worse. Where do I even begin now? I thought I was just wrapping up, but it looks like I barely started. The Adapt Top YT posted this. An electric locomotive from 1879. And I think I have an image of this in full color in a book full of trains that I have. Like one of the big history books on trains that I have. I can't remember where this is from, though. Maybe the World's Fair? Citation needed. Bro, why is the nose so small? Yeah, that is a good question. It looks like he got completely squished, like I forced a loaf of bread together. That's the vibe I get from this. And it looks like there may be some textures missing, too. NGW 507, yeah. Something about this is just fundamentally wrong. Cute, but wrong. I guess that makes it blurst. The hydraulic press. Yeah, that definitely checks out. The Laverne Police Department, and these are the image results. Now I see why it's cursed. As if the knockoff model train over here wasn't bad enough. Now, I don't know why these image results came up. Maybe it's for the same reason that Netflix botched up their search results, and the Babadook would pop up whenever people were looking for LGBT films. To preserve your locomotive, make sure to wrap it up in aluminum foil. Classic repost, can't deny it. Oh, the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad Museum coach. Personally, I call these sort of things stagecoaches on rails, since it looks like an earlier version of the typical Wild West stagecoach. But yeah, I remember seeing stuff like this in some early period piece train sets and passenger consists. What I don't remember, though, is the what functionally makes this entire stagecoach a double-decker couch. And it's this second level here. I don't remember that being part of it. And I'm surprised I don't remember. So you've got everybody in the cab here, but you also got everybody up here, and then you got the brakeman here, presumably. Or something. I don't know. And there's another car just like it right behind it. And the coupling mechanism looks a little strange. Ooh! I have no words for this. Why? Oh, I could guess that maybe... No, that can't be right. I don't know why this is a thing. But we should be able to find out what on earth this is. In images again. To see what I'm looking at. The LAR circa 1970s from Trains Are Fun. Trains Are Fun, Pinterest, New York Subway. .org. Maybe that'll be more reliable. Or it's going to give me no details whatsoever. Current fleet, retired fleets. Oh boy. Yeah, this is going to be a rabbit hole unto itself, so let's just backtrack from there. I don't care. I should be able to find it here somewhere, right? So we got this. We got... Where is that visual match? There's a lot more images here than I thought there'd be. And not the exact one I was looking for, which is unfortunate. Ah, here it is. Oh, it doesn't give any information on this either. Fantastic. And it looks like there's something interesting here that I'll just save for later. But yeah, there's something fundamentally wrong about that. And we're just going to skip that one. I'm trying to make heads or tails of this. Did the train derail, or are they just trying to dump the cars and their contents? Because I've seen some really weird stuff in the past. Like, I remember seeing a video a while back. This is what the early CGI looks like for trains. The left is a picture of the actual locomotive. Yeah. So this is the actual locomotive. Very fine. We're familiar with this image from previous streams. This is the CG version. Not bad, actually. Just kind of half decent. A little less weathered, I guess, and maybe it could use that extra bell and air horn. But aside from that, it's actually kind of impressive. I don't know what film it's from, though. Now, I'm not sure what this gas mechanical locomotive is. Oh, well, look at that. Look at that coupling mechanism. Holy. Push the wrong button. But, yeah. Where do I even begin with this? Just a goofy switcher. Narrow gauge. And there's a giant placard on this giant log. And it's just completely rusted to... So, yeah. I'm trying to figure out where the exhaust is, though. I really can't tell. I think this is in Australia, but I could be very wrong. But yeah, this is completely messed up. Completely scuffed. Gonna have to wipe that off. Oh! Oh, I was not expecting this combination. An American 440 and a steam turbine locomotive behind it, and another one behind that. When was this? Holy. Oh boy. Was this for the Centennial? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't care. But it just looks all sorts of wrong. Mid-1980s, Brooklyn, New York, 41st and 2nd Avenue. Originally posted by Novasaur on r/Urban Hell. Yeah, that is really bad. That is really, really bad. Now let's see. Rail Life 3001 has said the following. When the Chesapeake and Ohio rebuilt their 5 F-19 Pacifics into Hudsons, they streamlined all but the last one, 494, giving it a goofy look. Streamline and pre-build examples provided for reference. Okay, so here's the 494. here's the other Hudson that I'm used to seeing, which is goofy in its own right. And then we get whatever this is. So this is the heavy Pacific, I guess. Or Pacific, rather. With the weird things up in the front. The Vanderbilt tender in the back. And of course, General Motors is in the background. I'm not sure if anybody's able to see that from the digital display that I have. Let me just reset this, hold up. Ooh. Yeah, not enough wheels. Definitely not enough wheels. Japanese 0 Series Shinkansen when you open the front-facing camera on accident. True! I know, right? Like, I couldn't see it any other way. Just completely goofy looking from this angle. Give it a fisheye lens and it just looks completely ridiculous. Oh boy, not this locomotive again. With the rear pistons and the booster piston to the booster axle. Considered a cursed level, it's a cursed locomotive. It's the P3 number 2 Dr. von Klemm Royal for the Royal Bavarian State Railroad. Does it look sad? Or does it... Oh, yeah, it does kind of look sad. But it also kind of looks like we're looking at a duck from the front view. You know those giant images of ducks that people make to make them look bigger? Like super up-close shots that just show the entire front from the bill all the way down to... all the way down to the front. I can't say the chest, really, because the chest is kind of bent forwards. I'm not looking behind. But yes, welcome back to the stream. If you had to leave for one reason or another. But I'm not sure what this is. This just looks like old-timey stuff that I'm vaguely familiar with. This is a cursed locomotive from a while back. This looks like a similar locomotive. But this... Holy... What is this? Oh, that won't be necessary. I'll spin the wheel and inevitably hit it. Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to spin the wheel because that is a funny funnel if I've ever seen one. Like, diamond stacks on a modern steam locomotive? Holy. And it's got an extra lantern on top of its regular lantern or headlight. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? But yeah, this is a funny funnel if I've ever seen one. So we're going to spin the wheel. Round and round the wheel she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Survey says... Oh no, not the Pharaoh's Curse. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, no, no. In case the first one breaks, yeah. But now I have to invert my mouse controls. Over, up, down. Okay. Where is it? Vaguely, maybe? I'm just trying to get back where I was previously. Okay. Oh boy. We got a bunch of cabs here for no reason. And hopefully I'm able to actually look at it. But this is somewhere in the UK, I presume. I feel like it's a repost. Oh boy, not this. Oh boy, not this. Open image in new tab. That ain't it. Okay, is it Junyata or Hunyata? Locomotive shop. From Conrail. I'm not entirely sure if that's an actual locomotive front cab, or if it's actually just, you know, a prop. But if it was real, that'd be a big fat yikes for me. Oh, okay. Junita. Among Us. Just Among Us. Except it seems that my Vine Boom sound has been overwhelmed by the sound of the Mummy's Curse. Let's see, so I've got a few images here. I mean, a few doodles here. Train vandalism. Yeah, true. Okay, now that the song is over, we can revert my mouse controls back. And yeah, we got ourselves Among Us. And a roach, and a worm, and I'm assuming some other stuff. But it's all about Among Us here. Oh boy. Oh boy. They had to add that over in the sugar plantations. I can see the canes of sugar being packed in these narrow gauge cars. And I don't know what kind of coupler that is. I actually know it. I do know what it is, I just don't have the name for it. And they just kind of put this here because why not? But yeah, that's a definitely real cursed locomotive, if I've ever seen one, even though it technically isn't. You get the idea. Odini B says, "Whee!" And it's just a little shunter that's being lifted off the ground. Your gravity privileges have been revoked. I should be able to find a better image of this, though. Just paste it here. Ooh, this is a French website. So yeah, it looks like a basic derailment, if I can help it. Like, I don't know how you make a mistake like that. Actually, no, wait, that's not French. This is German, isn't it? Otherwise, it wouldn't be... What is this website? Is it... Oh, it's a .lu. Maybe that's Luxembourg. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm used to it just being this tiny little blob on the map in the middle of Europe. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. If it'll give me a better image, yeah. Yeah, that's the right profile. That fits the profile. Low qualityness of this image really makes it feel very cursed. Oh, right, this one. We've seen this one in the past somewhere, but that doesn't make it any less cursed. As a, for the lack of a better term, I don't know what to call it. It's just a mess. Okay? That's what I'm going to leave it as. The rods of this locomotive on the turntable, it says. Am I able to increase the resolution? Oh. Oh. Now I see what's going on. All the components are clipping away from it. And I don't know... Oh, and now it's fixed itself. Gosh dang Roblox. And it does it again. Okay, that was a little loud. It barely fits. But is that it? Wait, so arrow points. For some reason I thought it said power points. Oh, and I think what makes this cursed even more so is that this is the mobile version of Roblox, isn't it? Oh gosh, it is! It's... Holy... I called it! Oh boy, oh boy. But it's weird when assets like just disentangle themselves from the rest of a computer model. Anyway, blue and completely blank. I don't know what's wrong with this here. Maybe they just didn't finish the paint job. Like, they still have to put the stencils down for the, Oh, me. What is this? This Elsa Gate looking thumbnail from wherever this is from. With tracks and everything. So not only is it Thomas the Tank Engine, it's also Thomas the Tank. Gen Alpha. Yeah. Yeah. Now this one's a goofy looking, if I've ever seen one, and it's got canvas on the side to drape it down when it rains. And it's got no headlamp, a goofy coupler, and just the closest buffers for some reason as a 042 locomotive. Saddle tank, no less. And it's not perfectly rounded either. Yeah, it's ribbed for her pleasure. Anyway, so yeah, this is a funny funnel if I've ever seen one. So that means we gotta spin the wheel. Round and round the wheel she goes, where she stops nobody knows. Oh no, it's furry. Furry mode activates. No. Oh boy, that means I'm gonna have to go bounce back. I'll be back in a moment. While I go and make some adjustments. It really should have all of my assets merged into one single model, and I can just jump between them with a hotkey. But nope, not me. For some reason. Though I gotta admit, it kind of grows on me. I guess. Something I get used to. While I scoot on down and add my little buddy onto my shoulder again. Okay. Alright. I'm back. Don't be too surprised, I've already shown this in a previous stream. Maybe I should change it to a color that's, like, more conspicuous and doesn't blend in. But maybe that's just me. Just gonna hide that choice so it doesn't happen again. And yeah, we should be able to head back over here. What's this? Wensleydale Cheese Cross Lanes. What's so cursed about this? How does this have to do with cursed trains? I came here for cursed trains, dang it. Like, what the is this? I don't think that's how it works. It's your optic nerve that's getting damaged. But yeah, here's another goofy locomotive. I think we've seen this one before. It's too deep fried for me to make heads or tails of it. But yeah, it's supposed to be a 440, but they added extra wheels that are hooked up to the connecting rods. I wish I had the aneurysm sound, but I currently do not have it on my soundboard. But I may be able to add it quickly. Oh, yeah, the brain aneurysm sounds right there. I might be able to just kind of add it to dank memes. Just add that play audio. Add. It always goes to this one point I don't want it to on my Windows Explorer. So let's see. Need to activate fade out. Yeah, that's not loud enough. Let's make it bigger. I mean louder. So yeah, now we got the aneurysm sound. Yippee! Big from the LNER. A promotional poster with apologies to the Southern Railway. I'm sorry, what? Take me by the Flying Scotsman. I've heard of euphemisms, but, hot dog. And it's got that cubist aesthetic in the small child with giant wheels. And he's got some sort of a cone to actually be heard because he's too far away. Leaves King's Cross at 10 a.m. every weekday. Just completely bonkers. Oh! What the is this? What is this abomination? Midland Terminal Ray. I feel like there must be more letters that are missing. And this is for the US mail. Oh boy. Art Deco. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Art Deco Cubist. And it says derail here for some reason, and I don't even know where to begin with this. Like, I've seen my fair share of rail buses and the like, but this one really is up there in taking the cake. That's and this other one that I've seen in the past. What is the 3-8 planning? I don't know. I think it's just planning to touch grass. And I think one of the rods is missing. Because this drive wheel isn't hooked up to this drive wheel, which isn't hooked up to the side rod and the drive rod. If I have my rods labeled correctly. I should always have that handy as a visual aid. But what would I know? Does this count as a funny funnel? It is a little big for something this size, to be honest. Just a one, type 1 in the chat if you think that it's a funny funnel. Type 2 if no. Now, there's something about this that just seems so fundamentally wrong and so right at the same time. Truly blurst diesel mechanical locomotives if I've ever seen them. Mainly because all the metal cladding on the outside's been completely stripped bare. And for some reason it's got pilot wheels, even though it's a diesel mechanical. Like, why would you need that? That just spreads the weight out unnecessarily, you know? But yeah, narrow gauge stuff looks kind of fun. Oh, okay. That does sound familiar, actually. Now that you mention it, for French rubber tire metros, I swear, I don't know what is the deal with the French and their tired metros, but I am tired of their tired metros. Yeah, that's not surprising. But yeah, Neko mode activate. Yeah. But this is technically going to be a downgrade from what I currently am, but it'll be a little less cringe, so we'll be able to turn that down a notch. While I go hop back over here. That's better. Oh, I didn't mean to stick that to my pigtails. Just gonna shrink this down, place it here, grab my hat, go back to settings, general settings, custom 4, custom 1. Okay. Should be able to hide all of this stuff. And I should be able to bounce back. Okay, I'm back. I have skin again! Or should I say bear skin? And now I got my... Okay, so... where was I? Here we see the GP38-2 stalking its unsuspecting prey. Go get him, Tiger. You can do this. Don't let him brake check you. No way he's gonna win. The stupid driver in his stupid Jeep doing stupid things on the stupid road. It'd be so much nicer if it was done with what's-his-face's voice from the Earth series. I can't remember his name. He's that British narrator. I can't remember his name. But it looks like we've hit the end once more, so that means I should take this opportunity to find something that constitutes as cursed trains for submission. But yes, it appears that I have forgotten which ones I wanted to submit. I don't know. Like, I guess, yeah, I think this should do. This should definitely suffice. Left 4 Dead edition. I should be able to plunk this down here. Looks pretty decent sized. Just gonna search. So yeah, the most recent one I did was part 8, so this should be part 9. I've lost track. So yeah, there's the first one. Here's the second one. Is it big enough? Yeah, that's definitely big enough. This looks big enough. And last but not least, this one. All waste. I feel like someone might have posted this in the past, but I can't know exactly for sure. If only, if only. Like, yeah, this is definitely Left 4 Dead if I've ever seen one. Just left to rot in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, I'll just submit that right there. Fully spoilered. Now I can get rid of these images from my PowerPoints where I was saving them. Oh gosh, it's 10:47 already. An error occurred while the PowerPoint was saving. Fantastic. More options, browse. Just gonna save it there. Already exists. Do I want to replace it? And it is not letting me replace it. I swear, I've been having this weird glitch lately, and I'm not sure where it's coming from. But I guess I'll just worry about that later. But yeah, that... Oh, something seems off. So yeah, that should be about it for this evening. But something still doesn't seem quite right in terms of my display, but that's probably a story for another day. Yeah, that sounds fair. So, I think I should wrap up here. Thanks to everybody who was able to chime in. I know it was kind of late on a school night or a work night, depending on what you're up to. But yeah, these were trains from Train of Thought's Discord. Feel free to go check out his channel and his Discord in the description below. You'll also find him on Twitter at TrainFactGuy. Streams are only made possible through the engagement and contributions of viewers like you, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe with notifications on, add it to a playlist, etc., etc. If you're financially able to, you can also become a channel member for 99 cents a month. Become a patron to support me a little bit more financially at patreon.com, or you can just donate directly to me through the Stream Elements link, all of which are in the description down below. All consolidated, I think, into a link tree, actually. I should probably add the Stream Elements link there, too. But, yeah. Thank you all for watching. I will see you in the next one. And until then, take care, stay awesome, stay true to yourself, and remember to never give up. I feel like there was something else I had to say, but it'll come to me. Oh, yeah. VOD could come out soon. For Scarlet Violet. In the not-so-distant future. I was supposed to get it out last week, but apparently that didn't quite work out as I anticipated, so... Gonna try to hammer out the last few minutes, render it, upload it, and we should be good to go. So yeah, that should be all. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.